Hey, greetings. This is alright. So this is a weekly update. This is actually week 51, I believe, since I've been doing this. Next week will mark exactly 1 year since I've started doing this container garden thing. The front I've been kind of started. Have I done the front? This version. Probably I started, I think, well, in August, when we bought the furniture, and I figured, well, why not, continue to revamp the stuff. So these blue containers here they used to be the black long ones, like the 22-inch. Those are the ones I just had in the backyard because I just needed containers just to start my seeds. So then I bought these. I bought 4 of them, and so all this stuff here is going to be. I have to water them. I don't know what's. Oh yeah, this definitely need to be watered. Whoops. So let me pause and water it real quick. Alright, so I just watered the strawberries. Those are all 3 of these right here are going to the community garden. I just need to set a specific date and time to do it. Today actually has been probably the busiest yet and most productive day. I received the greenhouse cover, so that's great. And then I'm also expecting to receive my hay that I bought by later on today. So what arrived this week are these containers. Right here, the orange one is the 10 gallons container. And then I think this may be about 4 feet of length tomato stand. I'm thinking if it works, I'm going to try and grow the pumpkins in here. I'm going to double check because I have 2 different varieties, or maybe it's the same, but so far I have about 10 plants growing. And so I'm just want to see if that would be able to work. So I may have to buy another one of these and then probably put one of the varieties in here in this container, which is the 7 gallon. I have one of these, 1 10 gallon, 2 7 gallons, 2 5 gallons, and 2 3 gallons. So I'm going to put more of the 3 gallons. I think if this tomatoes successfully germinate, I'm going to put them in here. I'm sorry, I'm out in the front and it's really loud. I bought a lot of these. I bought 3 of these, the open ones, the plastic bags, and they were on sale for half price. So I couldn't beat that. And yeah, so then let me see. I got some stuff yesterday. I got purple basil. We got more Italian oregano and English thyme. I think I'm probably these oregano can be invasive, so I'm gonna grow them in its own separate container. Same with the English thyme. I think these are better shade tolerant plants. At least that's how it worked for me. I'm not gonna have them out in the sun unless said otherwise. But I think I'm just gonna grow these maybe in there, or probably that's just where I'm gonna have the basil. But I kind of want to just not have them get all of the sun because it drains them out. Drains the container out really quickly. But yeah, so these are the 3 things I bought. They were, Lowe's is having a sale right now, so I waited until they were having a sale to buy more of these. So this is one more thing I did out here. Harvested these plants, and then right here I have the sun golds, which I'm going to harvest very soon. Very soon. I have this one. I'm not quite sure what it is, but still what type of tomato what tomato it is. I just know it's a type of cherry tomato. And so the one in the back is growing really well. I just transplanted this today into a bigger container. Previously, it was probably in a container, I think. Sorry, this one. So I decided to transplant it to something a little bit bigger, just so it can, have more space. I didn't grow. Once again, these are the plants that grew by accident. I don't know how they grew, but they just did. All right, so let's go inside. I just received my hay. I got it. This is actually more money than what I was hoping for, but hey, literally, hey, it works. I think, well, tomorrow or sometime this week, and I'm gonna spread this around the seedlings. I want to wait for them to sprout first, and then mulch it. But yeah, let's go inside. All right. So this is the stuff I got growing by the windowsill. Probably makes a little bit more sense to start in the back, but I'm just gonna explain this anyway. You can't really see it, but the tomatillos I had growing, two of them sprouted successfully. However, like I said before, the the greenhouse slip, the new one came today, the new cover. So I replaced it as soon as I got it. But the issue is that it was too humid in there. It was too hot and humid. So I didn't expect it to work so well. I forgot how it was supposed to work. So I zipped the whole thing down in the middle of the day. And so a lot of the plants just kind of drooped down. And it's been about maybe 2 hours or something since I replaced it. But yet there were, the tomatillos were unfortunately did not make it. So I decided to grab some of the stuff and then just add new seeds. So the Marvel striped tomatoes, I don't know how well those are gonna do. Well, the ones I have in the backyard, it's been over a week now, and I said you're supposed to wait between 7 and 10 days, and it's been about that time, and I still haven't gotten enough germination. Maybe it can take up to 14 and 21 days, but I think I would rather just hurry up and grow it, because they usually recommend you grow tomatoes in early spring. I know in this climate I can grow it a little later or a little earlier, because it's zone 10B, and so there's just naturally more heat around this time. We realize that we do have frost dates, but they're very short compared to a lot of the 3B, 4B, 5, a lot of the colder climates. So right now I just want to show you. So the tomatillos I replanted, the striped tomatoes I replanted, the California, these ones I actually just got yesterday from Sprouts. I got the seeds, and then I also got the sugar pie pumpkin seeds. But I'm thinking maybe to get the onion seeds. Probably not. I still have onions growing from last year. I just don't know exactly what to do with them. But yeah, it's a maybe. But for now, the weekly update. Without further ado of me getting distracted, got the shishito pepper. They're growing, I guess, just not at the ideal pace. So I'm just gonna they recommend you grow these inside. So I'm just gonna just have these staying. Hopefully they'll work. The Jimmy Nardello peppers, they're actually sprouting relatively well outside. It's just they were also drooping after I replaced the greenhouse cover. These I planted 2 days ago, as you can see, April 7th. And yeah, maybe I'll scoot these a little bit over so they can get more sunlight. I was trying to hide it, so that my family doesn't just remove it, because they're stingy like that. I understand that, we're trying to make sure we because get rid of flies, because there's just naturally a lot of flies where there's cat feces in the yard. So, those are stray cats because people don't like to really take care of their cats. Yeah, but anyways though. Yeah, so these are the three, and then, these are the 3 containers, and then about 9 different, oh no, 8, sorry, 8 different varieties of tomatoes and peppers and tomatillos. So now let's head on to the back. And the kitty that my brother has, and the rabbit. What's up, rabbit? Please, I don't know what to do about this. I don't. So excuse the mess. It's a little, the floors have some dirt on it, and it's because I have been clearing out the pots, so the containers. So as you can see, I put more holes in these today. I also put holes in these, and I planted bok choy in this. Let me zoom out. Let me see if it's I'll zoom out a little bit more. Yeah, so the bok choy is in here. That I just planted about probably like 45 maybe an hour ago. Yeah, put holes in these 2. So now finally all 3 of these are ready to grow stuff without flooding, because I put drainage holes in it. Finally. It's been 2 years, I believe, 2 or 3 years, probably at least 3 years since I had this. Has it been? Either 2 or 3 years. And so now finally, I have just finally put holes in it so I can make sure these can grow successfully. Oh yeah, look at this. It's just a little pathway I made yesterday. It's not in the most, it's not, the best looking, but I was thinking of having like probably buying more of these, the wooden picks, and then making a trellis out of that. But then, of course, I started watching more vertical growing videos, and they talked about having this. So I forget what they call it. I think it's the ladder. Oh, it's right here. Ladder mesh. So I bought 3 of these actually, and then 2 of these, but I realized that only one of these can fit comfortably in this, so decided to just use 2 of the ladder meshes and then 1 of these. But I actually bought these for the pumpkin, not the pumpkin, the butternut squash. As you can see, I did not really think this through. So I'm really hoping that these would be able to successfully germinate, or else, I would have to go back again and see. So I planted these on the 2nd. Today's the 9th. So it's been about a week. It should be another week, few days to a week until these germinate. So I'm really excited because I really love butternut squash, and then I heard that these are even a more compact and sweeter variety, so it's been said that it'll be easier for it to grow. See, the only issue I would have though in terms of growing these is that in this trellis is that I would have to make sure the flowers go through. These are actually better for beans now that I think of it, because the space is smaller. But I'll see what I can do. I can maybe not tape it, but probably use like a little clamp that goes around the plant, and then put the flowers in so the squash would grow through these instead of on the side. just to make sure, yeah, I got some stuff going. Yeah, the sunflowers are really growing tall. Really nice. They're about at least like 4 or 5 inches now. The marigolds, and then this is the Jimmy Nardello peppers. I had to put them out here because, the greenhouse. So you can see this one got damaged because of the extreme heat and humidity from the greenhouse just within 2 hours. But yeah, the other stuff is they've come back to a better condition. Let's see. So I was just checking this out. It's a tad bit droopy. So I'm gonna stop watering this because I already have the mulch, so I don't have to worry about extensive water evaporation. So it'll be okay. So I just put it on top of here so it at least can drain out on the table because there's a little holes in it. The stuff up the table over there doesn't really have much drainage, at least on the bottom of it. Yeah, so this is the Black Beauty type eggplant. That one was drooping a little bit, but it looks better now. And then I have the tomato. That one is growing pretty. Yeah, that was also drooping. It's growing better now. If you look closely, see, this thing is autofocus except not in focus. But this green part did not do so well. So yeah, I had to plant more tomatillos. So unfortunately, this was not a success. Okay. What else? I got the strawberry plant. I scooted that over. And then here I have the cherry gold poppy seeds. They're growing very gradually, but let me see if I can zoom in and show the second leaves that are growing. You can see this one has a second leaf. All of them are just gradually growing. Yes. Alright. So marigolds. This is the Valerian. I think they're the ones that are known for their roots. These are sprouting slowly but surely. Which one are these again? The carnations. I don't know. I don't know. But the lavender though. They said it takes up to a month for the seeds to germinate. So you just have to, it's all about patience. So I'm just waiting patiently to see if anything pops up for the lavender. Because I really love lavender. And then this is the butterfly milkweed. There was 2 of them I could have sworn. There's one. Oh, there we go. They're growing pretty slowly, but they are. See that one. Of course, that one. And then I want to see. Because that one is growing. Yeah, so this has not had much successful germination going on. Right now, it's looking like 40 to 50% of succession. Or either, yeah, so, it's a little upsetting, but I'll wait. I'm not gonna give up on this completely. So yeah, like I mentioned before, there's a lot of things that I've gotten done. I think I planted these on the 2nd of April. Oh, on the 5th. Oh, so this is relatively new. So, Actually, at CSUN, I went to school. I think it was last week. But I planted these on the 5th, and so it's the 9th. Oh, you see, I already got some germination. Look at that. Hold up. It's really hard to see. Right here. See that? Look at that. Germination. So it's the 4th day, and they said it usually takes 4 to 7 days to sprout. What I love, I've always crossed paths with amaranth and never really, I heard people do stuff with the seeds, but I think at the garden, the one who was hosting it, I think they didn't necessarily knew that amaranth, I didn't know it then either, but amaranth is used in many different cultures in the Caribbean, I think Latin America, Mexico. So the Aztecs, I believe, used it. But you can use amaranth as a porridge, and so that's what I want to try. Amaranth sometimes can be grown, is kind of like a weed because they once they finish flowering and start to seed, oh gosh, the seeds sprout everywhere. So oftentimes you would see, not too far later, you would just see a bunch of amaranth seeds just sprouting. Yes. So I don't remember when I planted this. But I do know that I've planted the rosemary, the black beauty. Is it black beauty? The purple beauty peppers are doing a-okay. Actually, probably not. I gotta put them in the sun. So I'm just gonna have to wait until the space is optimal, or I might just have to put them next to these zucchini. Yeah, the blueberries are doing alright. Growing. Hopefully, within the next couple weeks they'll be ready. I'll be able to munch on some blueberries. Maybe make a blueberry pie. Maybe. Or just a smoothie, because that's what I usually grow them for. The raspberries, so it's going to be another 2 months until I'll probably get some foliage from the raspberries. Now, I'm curious though, because they said in early July, maybe, never mind, it's another 3 months. So I think I'll be okay. Thinking May. Alright, so which one is this? Oh, these are the zucchinis. The stuff I had. I grew 4 of these, and all 4 of them successfully germinated, thankfully. So I think I transplanted this one within the week, and so I decided to grow 2 of them together because usually it's best to, if one of them doesn't flower in time, like I probably have one has like a male flower, all male flowers, and the other one has all female flowers. It's always good to at least have a variation, so at least from me, so I would be able to get more abundance of zucchini. Let me go around to the other side. Oh yeah, I gotta transplant these soon though, because as you can see, the leaves, and plus, if you compare the size, they're kind of the same, but that one is obviously taller. I don't want this to get root down, so I really have to transplant this very soon. They recommend that you grow that you actually grow the sunflowers where you plan to keep it, but I wanted to see which ones we're gonna grow, and then plus I wanted to kind of figure out the format first before I set everything down, but I figured it out. Yeah, so I think I transplant, I can't remember if it was this week or not, but Oh, I can check. Yeah, it was this week. Finally got to put in stuff in here. So I got a lot of sunflowers. I got, I think chamomile. But chamomile, to me personally, is kind of difficult to grow because the roots are very, very tiny. And you don't want to put dirt on them. So I don't know how well the seeds are gonna germinate. It's under here. I can't really pull it up well because this trellis. But yeah, I got a lot of sunflowers, zinnias, marigolds growing in here. I think marigolds, but yeah, marigolds. So I got a lot of flowers and stuff growing here. I think a couple of fruit and vegetable seeds as well. But I'm pretty excited. Got a lot of variations, or a good number of variations of sunflowers. Okay, I just transplanted these. No, I just sowed the seeds probably 30, 40 minutes ago. So this one I believe is the Kentucky. These are the pole beans. And then this is the bush bean, which is the, keep on forgetting the name of it. Is it the contender? Yeah, I think it's the contender beans. Those are bush beans. I think by the look of it, those are the ones my mom probably likes. So I just decided to grow them anyway. Mom also likes bok choy, so I agree with those. But yes. So I put all these on top of here, and I took out the peppers because I'm planning on doing something else here. And it looks like the peppers were they weren't doing as well as last year. Oh look, I forget, is this habanero? I think I gotta prune this one because it's just a lot of dead leaves and stuff. I already took a lot off, but this one is still fruiting, and that's why I decided to keep it. But I don't think this is going to be its permanent spot. So, anyways, yeah, haven't ultimately decided on where I'm gonna put the beans, but I'm really just debating with myself on where I'm gonna put everything because I still have. I think what I'm gonna end up doing. Let me see, because I have a lot of tomatoes growing. I think I'm gonna give a lot of them to the. I'm gonna give a lot of them to the community garden. Because at this point, I don't have the room to grow more stuff. So I'm thinking here, probably I'm gonna plant more tomatoes, maybe peppers, but I think just speaking of cucumbers and beans probably do not do well with squash, so this may just be dedicated on the squash, or maybe I can just probably use one of these to grow something else. But I have one more. I may either end up buying more of these, may or may not have the beans grow on them because they have those containers in the front. So I was thinking to grow the tomatoes in there, but I probably won't do that. So so far I have a lot of varieties of tomatoes. I think what I'm gonna just do is probably set the gallon. I have so much stuff. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. But I have tomatoes growing, so I may have the tomatoes in here. Whichever ones grow well, I think I'm gonna probably take one or two of the plants of the peppers and stuff and grow them in there. In the containers. But yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of overwhelmed with the stuff I decided to do. Here are the pumpkin, sunflowers, the corn. So the corn is, I'm going to transplant within the next week to this bed in between the sunflowers. And then I have a lot of beans growing here. Let's see, I don't think all of these are beans. Yeah, this is the 6 pumpkins, and then I just learned about the technique because a lot of the packets don't have, you have to soak them first before you do it for faster germination. I didn't know that. Probably only saw it once and then just kind of totally forgot about it. Oh yeah, the watermelon, so the sugar babies. See, I'm just going crazy. Probably gonna buy a lot of those tomato plants. Or, yeah. I don't think these probably bend really well. Like in a really, really small container. Maybe, if I get one more of those and then put it in there. Perhaps I can put the watermelon in that one over there. I'm going to try really hard to not buy a tree, at least a mango tree, because it's tempting, try it again, but no. I already have, too much stuff growing. Well, yeah, I have to admit that. Yeah, I got beans and stuff. Got the tomatoes. Tomatoes are doing alright. Already starting to flower on this one. This one, you can see some flowers growing in. So yeah, it's exciting. Then the onions, and then this one was just the butterfly bush, butterfly weed, butterfly milkweed that grew. The seeds that flew. It's kind of like dandelion seeds, and it's made its way on over here. All right. Over here, I just planted some stuff today. I put these here because I'm trying to really not have the cats come along and, make their way into it. Because I believe they have a strong scent too. So I just decided to barricade these. Hopefully they don't do it because cats are gross, in my opinion. So I just put these on top of here to make sure they kind of, But I didn't want to put mulch or straw in it yet because I still want, the stuff to grow. So I'm gonna wait until the seeds germinate before I start putting any mulch on it. So I got the bok choy. I planted 9 seeds. Wow. So 9, 6, 15. Let's see. And then I have